YouTube, what is up, you guys? And welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the M4'S. I'm super excited to share this with you guys. It was one of the newest guns added to Escape from Tarkov from this wipe. And honestly, it's one of my favorite guns right now. I'm going to be showing off a build for level 2 traders, as well as 2 builds for level 3 traders, and then one last meta build. If you guys end up enjoying the video, I hope you guys leave a like and comment to help out the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for future content. We're halfway to YouTube partner, and I cannot thank you guys enough for it. But anyways, let's get into the video. All right, guys. So this is the actual level 2 trader build that we're going to be going over. Again, we're going to be going over a couple builds this one. So if you guys want to screenshot this here, you can go ahead and do so. But we're going to build this from scratch. Right. So start from scratch right away. I don't like having the iron sights on just because I'm going to be rocking a delta point. So the delta point feels like the best sight for me for this gun. It's all preference again, so that's interchangeable. But we'll throw on the RK foregrip or RK4 foregrip. We'll throw on the SRX rail extension to add, I think it's 5 erg. And then we'll throw on the QDC flash hider. And then we're going to throw on the X400 flashlight. Right? And that's the build right there. Right away from level 2 traders. So let's go ahead and price this out. So right away, you take off everything that comes with the gun already. And this already comes out to 158k, which sounds expensive, right? But I need to show you guys something. So this gun, the actual Scar L, is very cheap on the flea market. It usually stays around 50k consistently. I've checked it for several days straight now, and it's always around 50k. So whenever you get the chance, buy this gun from the flea. Don't buy it from the flaters unless something crazy happens and the Scar L goes to crazy high prices in the flea. I would recommend buying it from the flea entirely. But again, let's take off everything, and I'll actually show you guys what the price is from the flea market. Yeah, so from the actual just the flea market, from just buying the gun from the flea market, it's 108k versus the 158k from the trader, right? Which is insane. So we'll go through here. The gun you can buy from the trader from level 2 Peacekeeper. The Delta Point you get from level 2 Peacekeeper. Flashlight you get from level 2 Peacekeeper. RK4 is from level 2 Skier, as well as the SRX rail. It's also from level 2 Skier. And then the QDC flash suppressor kit is from level 2 Peacekeeper. And then the Delta Point mount is from level 1 Peacekeeper. So let's take this into the hideout. I'm gonna show you guys how it shoots. All right. Again, I like to keep the cursor on so you guys can see. This is without pulling down. Right. So decent amount of recoil without pulling down, but if you slightly pull down, it levels out pretty quickly. I mean that's pretty dead on at medium range. And again, this gun is 100k. This build right here from the actual flea market, buying from the flea, this is 100k right here. So if you crouch, I mean, that's just an absolute laser beam. You can see I'm barely pulling down when I'm crouched. There is something I do want to show you guys. This gun has been absolutely one of my favorite guns that I've been running over the last week. But I always run it suppressed. Now I'm going to show you guys one of the suppressed builds that I have. So with this actual flash hider, the reason why we throw in the QDC, one, it takes away 2 recoil from the previous muzzle brake, but you can also throw on the NT4 suppressor onto this thing, and that takes away, what is that, 12 recoil? That is insane. That is an insane, no, it's 15 recoil. I'm sorry, 15 recoil. That is an insane amount of recoil for a suppressor. This suppressor you can only buy from the flea market, right? You can't buy from traders, and roughly it runs around 30k. Yeah, so 28k. It's actually a little bit cheaper right now. So in my opinion, 28k, 30k is most definitely worth the recoil from it. All right, we're gonna do the same thing without pulling down. You can see there it leveled out a lot faster, in my opinion. I think it leveled out a lot faster, and I don't think it went in as high or went as high too. Let's pull down this time. I mean, that's already an absolute laser beam. The thing about the suppressor, always to know with suppressors this wipe, is be careful if they start to OB. You can see this one's starting to get a little red right now. Crouch is an absolute laser beam. And even standing while strafing, really not bad. It's pretty solid. For this gun being with the suppressor, I mean, with the suppressor, just extra 30k, so 130k roughly. And you're shooting M856A1, M855A1, M855 if you don't have any of those ammo or round types. That's insane. So next, we're going to be going over our level 3 trader builds. So this is the first level 3 trader build. This is actually going to be, there's going to be 2 of them. One suppressed and one unsuppressed. Pretty similar to each other, but we're going to go ahead and build this from scratch. Okay, guys. So starting with the base scar again, we're gonna remove the iron sights. And I don't think I mentioned this before, but the reason we start with the black scar versus the tan one is the black scar actually comes with the 18-inch barrel, which is the better of the barrels, right? So this is plus 14 recoil, plus 17. So definitely want to start with the black one. We're gonna throw on our sight, which is the delta point, along with the mount. And then we're gonna throw on the OMRG black pistol grip. Throw on the RVG foregrip. Again, the rail just for ergonomics. We're gonna throw on the Blitz flash hider. And then a flashlight if you'd like so. And that's the build again. All right, pretty nice. We lost 2 recoil, and I think we gained a couple, I think like 5 erg, which is pretty nice. Now let's go ahead and price this thing out. So again, if you're buying this from the trader, it's gonna seem very pricey, right? 165K, which still doesn't seem too bad for a decent gun. But compared to this, and you buy the gun for the flea, it's now 111K, roughly 110K, depending on the parts in the flea, right? So again, this gun went down to 49K this time. This is just folded, which is nice. But you're gonna get the gun from the flea market, hopefully. You're gonna get the delta point from level 2 traders, level 2 peacekeeper. You're gonna get the flash hider from, I believe this is level 3 mechanic. Yeah, level 3 mechanic. Get the flash hider from level 2 peacekeeper, level 2 skier for the actual rail extension, level 3 peacekeeper for the foregrip, level 3 peacekeeper for the rubber pistol grip, and then level 1 peacekeeper for the delta point mount. So 110K. I mean, this is dirt cheap. Let's take it to the flea market or the hiding out and show you how it shoots. All right. So this is the level 3 trader build. Let's see how it goes without pulling down again. So pretty similar to the QDC. It has a lot of recoil initially, but it steadies out. But again, you just pull down slightly. It's pretty dead on, especially when you're standing still. Let's try crouching. So when you pull down when crouching, this thing is an absolute laser beam, right? Now let's try strafing even. So a little bit harder to shoot in strafing, but it's still pretty dead on. You're shooting 55A1, 56A1. You're gonna absolutely destroy someone. So let's go over now the suppressed build. All right, guys. So this is the suppressed build. If you guys want to screenshot this, you can probably tell what we did differently. All we did was we added on the ASR flash hider and the ASR suppressor. This takes away a ridiculous amount of recoil. We lost a little bit of erg. We lost about 15 erg. No, it's almost 20 erg. And we also lost about 20 recoil. So I would definitely say the recoil is worth the erg. But let's go ahead and price this thing out. All right, so the only thing we're gonna be looking for is actually gonna be the flash hider and the suppressor, right? So from traders, they add up to be roughly what is that, like 65K, roughly, like right around 65K. But if you actually go to the flea market, you can buy the suppressor for 56K, as well as the flash hider. As well as the flash hider is already dirt cheap, $77. But you can also buy the flash hider for 10K. So if you don't have max traders and you want to run an amazing suppressor, I would strongly recommend going ahead and buying the Straker. It's definitely worth the recoil. So here we are in the hideout. I'm going to shoot without pulling down yet again to show you how it shoots. And already you can see this thing just has so much less recoil from the other guns. Let's do it standing still and pulling down. Pretty hard to miss a shot with this one. So let's try crouching now on a far target. Right, this is why I recommend spending the extra money on the actual Striker suppressor. If you want to go suppress, spend the money on this suppressor. It takes away so much recoil on all 5.6 weapons that it's absolutely just worth the extra money. Let's try shooting while strafing. Right, that's absolutely insane. It's insanely accurate. I would strongly recommend, if you're gonna go suppress with a level 3 trader builds, go ahead and buy the Straker from the flea market. Unless they go to around like 80K for the suppressor, I would say it's worth the money. This is the same thing as like the Thunder Beast last wipe. People were willing to spend the money on the suppressor because it added so much, or it took away so much recoil. So let's go over the actual meta build. It's very similar to this one, slightly different, but you guys will see in a second. All right, guys. So here's the actual meta build for the Scar L. If you guys want to screenshot this again, go ahead and do so. But we're gonna build from scratch. Starting from scratch again. Take off the iron sights. This time you're gonna throw on the Grawl pistol grip for a little bit more erg. You're gonna throw on the delta point again. You're gonna throw on the CQR foregrip. Now, this one, the only reason I actually added this one, you could throw on the RK2, right? Which would take away another 2 recoil, but you lose 12 erg, which I feel like is not worth the 2 recoil. Or you can throw on the RK1 cannon, but you also lose 2 erg from that. Or you can just throw an RK1, but you lose 3 erg from that. So I definitely prefer the CQR. In my opinion, it's definitely the strongest. We're going to come here, throw on the SRX rail yet again. We're going to throw on the Straker. Flash hider. One. And then we're going to throw on the actual Straker suppressor. And now you guys can see the actual full stats. 37 erg with 53 recoil. And then a flashlight if you like it. -1 for the flashlight. But this thing is absolutely meta. Let's price it out. So if you're to come here, we're going to do the actual trader build. Show you guys the pricing, the price difference. From traders alone, this gun comes out to 260K, which is a lot of money. At this point, you're coming close to just saying, why would I not build an M4 over this, right? And you'd be right. You'd be correct. But the kicker with this, again, if you buy the guns from some of the parts from the flea market, you're going to save a lot of money. So we'll come through here, take off all the stuff that we already have again. We're now down to 190K for this gun from the flea market, which is from 260K to 190K. That's insanely cheaper. So we'll go through the suppressor. You can actually buy the suppressor from, I believe it's level 4. What is it? Level 4 Peacekeeper? I would say flea market though. Again, level 2 Peacekeeper for the gun. The CQR is from level 4 Mechanic. Level 2 for the Delta Point from Peacekeeper. Level 4 Peacekeeper for the pistol grip. Level 2 for the flashlight. Level 2 Skier for the rail. And level 3 Peacekeeper for the actual flash hider. And the Delta Point mount, again, is level 1 Peacekeeper. So, pretty cheap. I mean, 200K for a 53 recoil 5.56 weapon is pretty cheap. Suppressed, you can throw on a long-range sight and make this gun even better. I use this gun all the time with the long-range sight on Lighthouse, just because it's a lot of sniping, and I absolutely love it. But let's take it in the hideout and show you guys how to shoot. It's not going down. Let's see how it shoots. I mean, that was what? Probably 3 shots before it started, before it leveled out. It started hitting the target. That one was a little different. But still, that's insanely great for recoil. It doesn't have much of a kick anymore. Let's do it pulling down this time. I mean, I'm able to stay pretty consistent on the head for this one. Let's do crouch from range. After the first initial kick, this thing stays pretty steady, right? I mean, that's just, it's a laser beam. After the initial kick, it's so steady. Let's do it standing while strafing. And we malfunction. This is one of the fun things. Fun things about suppressors. I mean, how can you go wrong with this? This gun has blown my mind, this swipe. I haven't started running until about a week ago, and I've been running this as well as the 7.62 Scar, which I'll be making a video here soon. I've been running these guns nonstop. They're so unbelievably fun to use. The reason why we use a Delta Point on this, I might as well mention now, is your sight actually sits a little bit further back on the rail, it feels like, compared to most other guns. Like if you use a hollow sight on this gun, it feels like it's a lot closer. But regardless, this is my favorite sight to go with it. It's dead on. I hope you guys try it out, man. If you guys made it to this far in the video, let me know what you guys think. If you have tried the Scar already, or if you're gonna try it here soon, let me know what you guys think of it. I'm so shocked with how fun this gun is. Even with the M4'S6A1, it feels amazing. So hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and have an amazing day.